Alright, hey guys. Welcome back to this video. If you remember the last video that I made, I did an unboxing of two smoke detectors, and I said that I would be doing separate videos of each of those. Well, this is the first one, the first subject, the ESL 206 smoke detector. Now, this one, as you all know, probably pretty familiar with this version, or this model, because this one is what the Gillette Captain Kelly Model 941 is based off of, and as I mentioned in the last video, but this one is a lot more common than this version. I don't know why. It also seems pretty evident that these were often installed in mobile homes, so they must have been bought by manufacturers of mobile homes and installed in those uh, units. So, because I think I've seen both the ESL version and the Gillette version also in mobile homes, but mainly the ESL version. So that also may be why not a lot of them are still around, because I've seen that we found a lot of them still in service. So yeah, there's possible that majority of them are still installed and in service. So this one, as I mentioned in the last video, I got from Fellow Alarm Collector. Um, and it came with that other detector, the Teledyne Waterpik D2, which I'll also make a video of. But yeah, so I'm not sure where this originally came from, but it's very yellowed. I'm not sure if that is the original finish, or if these came in like a different finish than the Gillette version, because looking at it a bit closer, this almost looks like it's the original finish, like the original color of the plastic, because it's like it's like evenly colored. It doesn't seem like it's seen any like light. The wood grain is all still pretty there, and there's no like, it doesn't seem like there's any like nicotine tar. So maybe it's like the Honeywell TC49A, where the very earliest rectangular ones had the darker olive covered, or olive green, like grayish almost colored cover, and then the later ones, of course, as we all know, had the lighter white plastic. Um, Maybe, I don't know, but I'm looking at it closer, and this definitely seems like it might be the original finish, which is pretty cool. And also because these were designed to go on a wall with like wood grain, or like a wood paneling, because of the wood grain finish, that also kind of helps it to more blend in, because the white would definitely be striking against a wood grain or wood paneling finished wall. Um, so yeah, I've got this one powered up. As you can see, the LED is on. It isn't falsing, thankfully. Um, and the main differences between the two, other than the color of the outer ring there, being the logo, as I mentioned in the last video, this one is a Gillette logo, which is simply a white ink stamp onto the wood grain part. And this one is ESL, of course, and it is gold heat stamped into the wood grain. Same exact location though, upper left hand corner. And then, as I mentioned in the last video also, the test button on the Gillette is orange, but on the ESL it's black, which again helps it to more blend in with the wood grain, or the wood paneling if it were to be installed on one. And these are sealed units. The cover does not come off, as I think I mentioned before in my other video that I made of the 12.6 volt model. But I'm pretty sure that these have Douglass-Randall horns, because it seems like all these ESLs from this era seem to have Douglass-Randall horns, like the 906-2 and the later 709-2s. I don't know if any of the 706s did. I think they all had like Edwards and Delta Alarm. But yeah, because this one, you can actually see this one a little bit better. Maybe, let me get a flashlight, you might be able to see it better in this one. But it's almost like this one's vents are like closer together. Oh no, there you go. So that's a rivet in the diaphragm. Sort of a flat top. I don't see any crimpings around the edge unless they're just kind of buried. But this one, I think this one has a delta alarm actually, because I see, you can see that right there? See the text engraved or stamped into the top there? So I'm pretty sure only delta alarms had that, and I think I can see it actually says that's an M, so yeah, that's probably a delta alarm in there. This one I think is a Douglass-Randall though, because I don't see any text on top of the horn, and this one's got a different rivet. That one has a big washer in the rivet, which is typical of delta alarm. This one doesn't. So, yeah. Now, the other difference, of course, was the mounting bracket and the fact that this one is line cord operated and this one is hardwired. Wires come out of the exact same location on the back, though. And, but yeah, this one they only made line cord powered versions. They didn't. Gillette never had a hardwired model. I think, yeah, even the PSD one, that's the rebranded 706, is a line cord only model. So, and then of course the mounting bracket is different. If I take this one's bracket off, and I'm actually going to unplug it for a minute. I don't have the mounting bracket with this one because it's actually right up there on the wall, because this unit is actually my bedroom smoke detector, or one of them that I have installed in here. As you can see, that's the mounting bracket for the Gillette and the ESL. Obviously they had to have a hole in the middle for the wires to fit through in the electrical box, and it's a little bit wider, taller. It protrudes out through the top, but it's basically the same exact thing. Got that little same exact clip on the bottom. Well, not the same one, but very similar little clip on the bottom. So yeah, and this one's kind of round. Alright, and now once we remove the mounting bracket, of course we can read the informations on the back. So let's see. Got Electro-Signal Lab Incorporated. Owners install the unit per owner's manual. Made in USA. There's a UL listing sticker. This one is issue number 1501. This one is 1797. So this one would come before. And unfortunately, the date sticker seems to have worn away. So I can't really... 1978, maybe? I don't know, because this one's got some weird code that I never figured out how to decipher. I'm pretty sure this one's from 76, though, which seems a little early, so that might not be correct. This one is evidently a bit earlier, so who knows. One thing that's also interesting is that this one has those divots here for the screws, the screw holes for the mounting bracket for the line cord model, and this one has them as well, so I'm not sure. It also has a spot for the line cord to go, so evidently they made these with the intention of having a line cord powered model. I'm not sure. I don't think we've ever seen an ESL branded line cord powered unit, but you know, there's certainly not a reason for me to not believe they existed. So yes, let me plug it back in and I'll give it a test now. Alright, plugged the unit back in, and of course I forgot to mention I'm very thankful that it came with the wiring harness, so I didn't have to snip the wires back here and I could preserve the harness. Although I think I have another harness that would fit that. And of course it came with this plug attached, so that was very convenient. Didn't need to wire it up to a cord. So now, as you probably know if you've seen my videos of this one, these, being photoelectric units, take pretty long to go off, so this might scare me, but let's go for a test now. You know what? That reminds me a lot of Nathaniel's old video of his Gillette, where when he pushed the test button, his for some reason went off like instantly. He pushed the test button, it went off, and then it sounded for like another 30 or 20 seconds afterwards. That reminded me of that one, which for some reason this one, well, I mean this one you push it takes forever to go off, and then once you release the button it stops sounding soon after. I'm not going to test this one, but I do have a few videos of testing this one that I will link in the description. Yeah, so very loud. These are always really loud for some reason. I don't know why, but always seem to be louder than all the rest of the models. Now, of course, as we all know, Gillette produced this model. This is the 929. This is the 12.6 volt model. I don't have the mounting bracket for this one here. It's probably downstairs somewhere. But as far as we've seen, there's never been one of these ESL models of the 12.6 volt version ever to have surfaced. Now, I'm pretty sure they existed. They had to have. If this is based off of the ESL platform, there's no way they didn't make a 12.6 volt model of this one. So they're probably just really, really rare, really obscure, probably didn't sell well. And these probably sold more because they were marketed by Gillette alongside the line cord powered models. So yeah, I don't know if I want to do another test for you guys, but I will, just because I like to end the video off with another test. So do it once more. Hopefully it won't sound... Geez, that's even longer than Nathaniel's, I think, because I remember in his video he also was like, and there's the test button, pushed it briefly and it went off for maybe like another 5 seconds or so. So yeah, this one really takes forever to shut up. But I really like it. I'm very, very happy with this one. This is definitely a bucket list unit, one that I've been looking for a while to go with my Gillette version. So yeah, I'm very happy to finally own an ESL 206. So that is probably about it for this video. Next up will be the Teledyne D2 Sonic Siren. So I will stay tuned, and I'll see you guys in the next video.